Good Grand Rising and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here, I am V, aka V the Truth. I am here to help plant the seeds for you to take back your power here in 2021 or whenever you're seeing this. All right. So let's get straight into it and see what Spirit has to say to you today. What Spirit wants y'all to know. Okay. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are coming on a full moon in Leo this Thursday. So I will be doing a collective candle Reiki for energy healing. So that's going to help, balance out your chakras and energies. Help with that full moon energy. Okay. Okay, let me move this away. Okay, so it looks like, so the Three of Pentacles, I feel like it's always like a three, like, you know how sometimes three is a party and then sometimes three is a crowd? Like in this situation, three is a crowd. So like somebody, I don't know, like you feel like the vibes are off. If you feel like the vibes are off, the vibes are off, okay? Just trust your intuition. Like, don't second guess it. Because most definitely there's like some kind of, like, either you're going to run into this issue or it's already happened or it's happening. So, and you feel like, oh, something's off. Like something about this ain't right. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right. The Spirit's saying, just listen to your intuition. Okay. But we do have the Knight of Swords, which I'm getting this energy of like y'all aren't planning things out. And I tell y'all this all the time. If you're always on my channel, I always tell y'all, you need to know your vision, and then you need to be able to basically know your vision good enough so that you can make a plan from your vision, so that you can get to your vision, if that makes any sense. You need to know your destination, exactly what you want to do, and then you got to be able to lay the steps for it. And then once you get to your destination, you need to understand that once you get there, like you need to know that there's going to be more, so you're going to have to keep on going. And basically, like I tell people all the time, they don't really like think about it. They think like, okay, I want to do this, but they really think in the back of their minds like they can't really do it, and most of the time that's the reason why they can't do what they want to do. But the people that actually are able to like believe in themselves and keep on doing like whatever that they want to do, no matter what anybody else tells them, they're the ones that get to succeed. What's the word? Yeah, succeed. And so once they get to that level of success that they wanted, now they're kind of confused because they're like, okay, now what do I do? Because I already got what I wanted. So now what else can I ask for? You know what I mean? And I tell y'all this all the time. Like, that's why, some people who become celebrities and stuff, they struggle because of that switch to fame. All right. Anyways, back to this. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like this situation is potentially messing with your money. Okay, it has to do with your money. Like this is a work thing, a work related thing, and you just feel like the vibes are off. And you know what? Spirit is saying, just trust your gut. Okay, trust your gut on it. You got a decision to make, and it's like y'all got this choice to make, okay? Whatever choice it is, you're judging yourself for it. Like you're doing this to yourself. See the Eight of Swords? Yeah, the Eight of Swords and the Judgment card. Like, y'all are judging yourselves. Because, like, this is what I call you're doing this to yourself. Most of the sword cards is like to me, it's like you're doing it to yourself, okay? Like, seriously, she can get undone. She can get undone. You know what I mean? Like, you're not tied up that tightly, but it's like you did it to yourself. So it's like, you know you can undo it. So get your life together, okay? Get your life together. But yeah, it's like y'all have a choice to make, but you're not trying to let go of something, because then you got this Nine of Wands, and it's like, it's almost like you're scared to go to the next thing. It's like, now that you're comfortable, it's like, oh well, you know, I'm good. Like, I'm good. But it's like, you have to understand that you always have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable again. If you don't do it your damn self, if you don't keep on striving to do new things and, like, you know what I mean, challenge yourself and stuff, the universe is going to do it for you. Okay? And it's going to be things that you didn't ask for, because that's the only thing that you really thought about. Now, that might go over some of y'all's heads, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? Speaking of word. All right. But anyways, the last card that we got is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. And I always feel like that's a great way to tie this off, is that Spirit's reminding us that every single day you can wake up and choose to do different. You can wake up and choose to live your life a different way. You can choose to believe a different thing. You don't have to be the same person you were yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, if you always called yourself broke, you don't have to always call yourself broke. From today on, you can say, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that I touch is a success. I turn every single experience into an opportunity. Like, you can change yourself, but you got to believe in that. And can't nobody else do. I tell y'all this all the time. Can't nobody else do it but you. Okay? Can't nobody else do it. Because as much as I can sit here and tell you, oh, do this, do that, but if you don't feel like doing it and you don't do it, then that's on you. That's not on anybody else. And at the end of the day, that's the truth that a lot of people are trying to run from, because they don't want to take ownership. Like, damn, I didn't have to be like society. I didn't have to be like society. I didn't have to be like everybody else that I saw in front of me. I could have been different, but I chose not to be different. But then it's also getting over that. Like, okay, I fucked up. Now I'm going to do better. So, Spirit is saying, y'all, I know y'all get the message. If y'all don't get the message, hey, it's all right. You'll come around. You'll understand. Save this in your videos, and one day you can go back to it. All right, let's get into what self-care we need to do for ourselves today. For our inner child, our present self, and our higher self. So I tell y'all this all the time. You carry 3 people with you at all times. Your inner child, your present self, and your higher self. Okay? Because your soul remembers things that you can't remember. But it signals you, okay? Because you'll get, like, if you did something, like, let's say you discover a new hobby, you're doing a new hobby that you've never done in this lifetime before, ever. And then, but you feel like you're super good at it naturally, or you're very drawn to it. It's most likely that you did it in a past life. And so in this life, your soul, remembers, because it's like, as human beings, there's certain things like that our little minds can't handle, okay? Because of all the limitations that we grew up with. So that's why sometimes if you have dreams that are blacked out, that you don't remember, sometimes it's because you traveled and you learned different things. But it's like your body isn't ready for it yet. So, your mind just represses it for you, to protect you. Like, that's really what your ego is. Your ego is just something that you made up to protect yourself from, feeling unsafe. So you got to be able to forgive yourself, and then you'll be able to forgive other people. All right. Let's see. Let's see. It says flow like water, beauty ritual, spend time with animals, and journal. So most definitely journal. I feel like for some reason today is a good day to journal. Whenever you're seeing this, today is a good day to journal. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Today is a good day to journal. It doesn't matter if you've never journaled before. Who cares? You know what I mean? You can do a new thing every day. Why not? You learn a new thing every day, technically. Like I learned to appreciate just being today. Like truly just appreciate being. And it was only for like a 10, like maybe I'll say like a minute or two, where I was just, with my eyes closed, I was listening to the birds outside. I was just like, this is nice. Like, it doesn't matter what else happens in my day to day, at least I'll have this moment and I'm cool. Like, it was a nice moment. You know what I mean? Like, it was a nice moment. So, like, that was able to push me. I just saw 11:11. That just pushed me to be able to, like do my day and like be the best of what I can do. I don't know how to explain it, but journal about, you know, think about it. Just think about it. Like y'all always have the answers for what you need at all times. Y'all just have to look within yourselves. Okay. So sit there, meditate. You can write about your day. You can write about yesterday. Just write. You know what I mean? Like just journal. You can do a brain dump and just write all the things that you were thinking about. But I'm getting just right. Like just write. Just write about it. Like whatever it is, whatever's been on your mind that's been bothering you, write it down. Write it down and burn it. Better yet, burn it. Burn it so that way you can let go of it. Okay. But flow like water, most definitely. See, like burn it. Just let it go. And then beauty ritual. I don't know, just do something nice for yourself. Like do something that makes you feel good. Like for example, give yourself a massage, paint your nails. You can draw on yourself. Like whatever that you do or used to do that makes you feel good, just do it. Why not? We're only like we live this life one day at a time. You know what I mean? We can't live more than one day at a time or what's in this present moment right now. So why not do something nice for yourself? You know what I mean? I feel like living life like you're always going to have tomorrow is you taking life for granted. Because what happens if tomorrow doesn't come? And then what? Then you're going to be sitting up there like in that Soul movie where the guy's like, no, I want to go back. I want to go back. Like, no, you died already. You can't go back. You know what I mean? But if you go back, it's not going to be that life. It's not going to be that exact life. Okay. All right. Spend time with animals. So this, I tell people get so confused with this card, but it's like with this one is just be in nature. You like, just like how this morning I spent time with the animals by listening to them chirp. That's all you have to do is just observe. Like you don't have to go seek any animals. Animals are around y'all all the time. Okay. Even if you live in the city, there are animals all the time around. Like it doesn't matter where you are. There are animals somewhere around you. Okay. Whether it be other people's dogs, whether it be at the pet store, like there are animals. Even especially if you live out in the boondocks. Okay. Because that's where society isn't at. So you're gonna have the most critters and stuff. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull from the Trust Your Vibes. Trust Your Vibes. Let's see. What are our vibes saying? So we need to okay. All right. Talk shop. Call on you, healer guys. Call on you under, see the solution. So, like I was saying earlier, how like you could be the only one that can do better or change your life. See the solution. You see how it's pointing at them? Like, see the solution. You're the solution. You're the solution to all your problems. I tell y'all this all the time. Like, you're the solution to most of your, like, No, all your problems, really. Most of the time, y'all are making it worse in your head than it actually is in real life because you're just thinking about it over and over and over and over. And then, you know, that plays a part in how you feel. So they always say, like, if you say something to yourself so many times and you can convince yourself, you literally convince yourself. Like, now you truly believe that. So it's like all about unconvincing yourself that is not true. So like with people who say I'm broke all the time, you got to convince yourself that you're not. You know what I mean? Even if you are, it doesn't matter. Okay? Life is what you make it. Even if you don't have money, you have other things. You have love. You know what I'm saying? You might have love. You might have, even solitude is a gift. Like being able to be alone and be in your own presence. Like if you don't love being in your own presence, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you got some work to do. You need to call on your healer guides. All right, call on your runners. See, they got these little airport runners, and this is like the perfect example. Is the little airport runners is like how they have little, the airplane, as big as it is and as awesome as it is and as great as, all the things they can do, fly in the air, whatever, right? It still needs a runner to show it where to go, right? Because the pilot can see in the sky, but he can't really see on the ground. You know what I mean? Like an airplane is really high off of the ground, and then y'all know how the cockpit looks and stuff on an airplane. So they need somebody to guide them. And so Spirit is saying, call on your mentors, like find a mentor, or, like call on your mentor if you have one, or, people that you look up to in your life, like get with them and talk shop. You know what I mean? Like with them and your healer guides, because I feel like a lot of the time people don't understand we're all different people. You know what I mean? So what I say, like, it's going to hit. I know it's going to hit. Okay. Don't get me wrong. It's going to hit. But I say this all the time. Y'all have to find what works out for you. Like what works for me isn't going to always work for you. It's going to be a good, like, first step or something in the direction. But you always have to be able to sit with yourself and use your discernment and be able to see, okay, is this what I need right now? Because sometimes I know a lot of the stuff I say might go over people's heads, and it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not there in your journey right now. But if you are, it's like, hey, you need to really tune in with yourself, because I feel like I feel very strongly about this right now. So Spirit is speaking through me right now. But like, you have to understand that, like, you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. So you need to stop running away from your purpose and get, like, come on, get your shit together, okay? Because Spirit is tripping right now. Spirit is like, all right, we're going to pull some more cards. We're going to see. What soul? This is the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. I love these because they turn things that are normally scary or, hard to explain into something that's like super easy to explain. All right. So I think we're going to go like this. Okay. First card is going to be guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul's growth. So I tell y'all this all the time, like how I said in the beginning, like, you could become a different person today, okay? You watching this, you can decide to become a different person. You don't have to be like, oh, well, what if so-and-so thinks, I'm not being genuine or blase, blase, blase. Like, you learned a new thing today. Fuck all that. Like, fuck all that. Fuck all that, okay? Don't feel like y'all need to stop your healing process or make yourself small to fit in their world. Having on the making yourself small to fit in their fucking world, okay? Like, fuck all that. Like, if you're the best at what you fucking do, you're the best at what the fuck you do. Why? Because you're the only motherfucker that can do it like how you do. You know what I mean? Like, stop letting these people tell y'all that y'all can't do things just because they don't fucking do that shit, okay? Like, stop listening to feedback from people who don't understand your art, basically. Okay. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes, I tell y'all this all the time. Things have to die for new things to grow. And it's okay because that's what happens in forest fires. Like, think about it. All the stuff burns and then the new stuff grows from the ashes, right? Okay. That's where the term rise from the ashes come from. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So that's right. Whenever you are doubting yourself, you're needing to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know if you're right. You need to know if you're on the right path. You know what I mean? And Spirit is saying, sometimes that's why they say life is really like a big leap of faith. It's like, in order for you to keep on growing and changing, you have to step into the unknown. Because otherwise, I just saw 21:22. I got distracted. It's like you have to. Yeah, I lost it. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all get what I was saying. All right, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. All right. So, and I say this all the time. I will tell y'all the truth. All right. That's why y'all know y'all are here. Okay, because y'all know I tell the truth. But I say this all the time. If you can't be honest with yourself, then how can you expect other people to be honest with you, right? So you got to start with baby steps. You got to start by doing things for you. You got to start doing, if you want love in your life, you need to start loving you first. If you don't already have love in your life, it's because you don't love yourself, right? And so I feel like that's really what it is. It's because we as humans want so many different things. We don't actually need all these different things that we want, but we want so many different things. And in order to be able to get all of the different things that we want, we have to do different things to be able to attain it, right? And that means, ascending to certain, levels and whatnot, where that's how they make it seem like, but it's really just being able to come from a place of love. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it all is about. It's like, if you do everything with love, you can do anything. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. But if you act with love as your intention, like, you can do no wrong. You can do no wrong, okay? And if you do wrong, then hey, you can learn from it. Because like they said, I release any belief that no longer exists in my soul's growth. If you believe that you are a good person, then you are a good person. Like, I tell y'all this all the time, like, there's no good or bad really, because we need both for us to be able to exist, okay? Because I feel like, give me a second. Say, damn, I did some. My throat chakra. I put the damn thing on this one, and that's why I'm talking so much. Because Spirit was like, oh, you want to put that one on there? All right, I'm about to charge this damn deck up. All right. I lost what I was talking about. What was this? But yeah, like, you can change. There it goes. You can change yourself. Like, you don't have to be the same person, that you were yesterday. Like, you can be a different person. Like, it's okay. I'm here to tell you it's okay. Okay. I learn a different thing every day. That doesn't mean I change my whole life belief every single day. You know what I mean? I have a certain set of standards or whatever belief system, and it's constantly growing and changing. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel like how life should be. Anyways, gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Yes. We forget a lot of the times that, and everything that happens to us is an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity and an experience, right? So you turn every experience into an opportunity and vice versa, okay? Because that's what it's meant for. It's either you can look at it in a negative light, like, oh, this happened to me, or you can look at it like in a lot of things that happen to people that are like really gruesome. You know what I mean? I'm like, I remember there was this lady that said that she got stabbed by her ex-husband like 8 times or 20 something times and got left for dead. Like, and now she's like a motivational speaker for people in domestic abuse relationships. And I'm like, see, like, yeah, that's really fucked up what happened to her, but it happened to her because the universe knew that she was strong enough to be able to overcome it, you know, and tell her story. And that's what, like, that's all it's about, y'all. Like those, like people that have those kind of extreme stories like that are there for a reason. Like just because your story is not as extreme or whatever as theirs doesn't mean that, you know, it's not a story. Like it's your story. Your story is going to be different from anybody else's. They can have similar stories to you, but they're not going to have the same exact story as you. If you get what I'm saying. All right. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes. You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. You're here in this time, in this body for a reason. So why not love it? Okay. Love your vessel. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yep. That's what we're doing this year. We're creating our own heaven on earth, right? Because we're taking back our power and we're doing the things that we need to do. Like whether it's something that we want to do or not. You know what I mean? Like we're here, so why not work on ourselves every single day? Why not? Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. I felt like pulling a lot of affirmations this morning. Ooh, look at spirit. Okay. All right. I release all criticism. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. Yes. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna let these simmer in, okay? I'm not even gonna talk too much about these because these speak for themselves. Everything I touch is a success. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know that I can be as successful as I make up my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. Mm. I want to read that again. I feel like that's very important. Everything I touch is a success. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know that I can be as successful as I make up my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me, and prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. Mm. It's like you can feel the shift. Y'all need to say these out loud. Okay, y'all can pause the video, y'all can rewind it, whatever. But y'all need to say these out loud because they're very powerful. Okay. All my relationships are harmonious. When we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer, always. Spirit. Whew. Y'all. I got it. Gotta give it a second there. The inner creates the outer always. Yes. Yes. Took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. Now, I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money. I feel like a lot of the times they make it seem like we have to be working for a company or we got to be working a 9 to 5. I'm so sorry, y'all. These people are tripping out over here. They need to leave me alone, okay? I'm I'm working. All right. A lot of times they make it seem like we have to be working for somebody for us to be able to be making money. But what entrepreneurs understand is that you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, and then now the consumer market is starting to change. They're starting to realize, oh, we don't have to go and give money to these big companies when we can give the same money to small businesses, you know? All right. My healing is already in process. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am worth healing. Yes. I know I am worth healing. I know I am worth healing. Y'all need to say that over and over and over and over. Like that's a good I feel like it's really good to have to-go affirmations. Like, I feel like it's good to have like a list of like 5 or 10 that you can remember. Because I'm like, look, you remember all these things. You know what I mean? You remember what a number 2 at fucking McDonald's is, or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you remember your Starbucks drink. Like, you remember all these other things. You know, what time this show comes on, whatever. But it's like when it comes to certain things like affirmations, things that can actually really change your mindset, it's like it's harder for some people, but it's like, okay, all you gotta do is replace it with you know what I mean? Like, all you gotta do is replace it with the things that are useless, you know. Anyways, but you gotta determine what's useless to you. So that's on you, like I always say. I accept my uniqueness. There's no competition and no comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. I love myself. I feel like a really good thing to do or get used to doing is hugging yourself. Because I feel like people think that it doesn't really do anything, but it does. You know what I mean? Like, what happens if you grew up and you always wanted to be hugged and held, you know? And you didn't know that. Like, you know, some people do this and they start crying. And they're like, why the fuck am I crying? And it's like, you probably wanted to be held, you know what I'm saying, when you were younger and you didn't even know. Picked up and didn't even know. Like, sometimes people don't understand. It could be things that like happen in your adult life. It doesn't have to be just things that happen in your childhood that cause trauma later on. It could be things that happen in when you're a teenager. It can, you know what I mean? Like, everybody lives a different life. Like, stop putting limits on things. Okay, stop putting limits on yourself. Like, stop putting limits on, like, okay, if this is, you know, like, this is the line, and if, you know, it falls under this side of the line, I'm going to forgive, and on this side, I'm not going to forgive. Like, no, stop. Forgiveness is the key. All right. I am flexible and flowing. And this is the last one. Oh, and it connects back to the fucking self-care. Oh, I tell you all the time, Spirit. Spirit, let them know. I am open to the new and changing. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. Love it. Just love it. I saw what's it called? 3322. Oh my Lord. Y'all, when I say I am not dyslexic, okay, I am not dyslexic. I was gonna say that I was, but I was like, maybe if I start saying that I'm not dyslexic, it'll stop happening. Maybe it's because I found out what dyslexia was, and then I placed it on myself, and you know, I started having dyslexia. Even worse. But anywho, if that message resonated with y'all, please let me know in the comments. You can tip me via Cash App or buy me a coffee. The link is down below. Like I said, I do have the collective full moon Reiki healing coming up. It's only $11.11 to secure that. It's great for anybody who wants to try out Reiki for the first time but have never tried it. You know what I mean? Or they want to get some energy healing without, you know, doing a full-on session. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Bye.